Hello everyone, ex-Wallkill Bethelite here. And I've got a family member who got married. This is a true story. He got married, and I think that at his age, he really didn't think he would be able to find a woman that had her looks. Now, granted, she had some flaws. Granted, she had an attitude problem. Like, she'd go off on anybody. She just going off, just walking down the street, just going off. Any little thing will tip her off. But she was gorgeous to him, and she would go out with him, and he married her. Well, after the marriage, they go to sleep one night, and he wakes up, turns around in the bed, sees this person there, and it startled him. It scared him. He's like, who is this? He went to sleep. He thought he went to sleep with his wife, and he wakes up next to a stranger. Well, come to find out, after the wedding, they went to sleep. He's thinking all kinds of stuff. He's thinking, well, maybe I got drunk, went to the bar, got drunk, and I'm waking up in the bed next to somebody, and, you know, I done cheated on my wife or something like that. Well, no, that wasn't the case. What had happened was, after the wedding, they go to sleep. He falls asleep first. He used to fall asleep early. I'm talking whenever I would go and visit this family member, he'd be ready to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. Like, I'm talking, he was done at 8. So he goes to sleep before her. What had happened was, he falls asleep. Before she goes to sleep, she takes off the fake hair. Takes all that off. So now she got all that bald. She got a nice shiny bald head too. It ain't just bald. It's nice and shiny. Like, if she goes outside, it might blind you a little bit. That sun ray hit that head, and it blind this eye right here just for a little while. Just you can't see all that sunshine glistening off that head. Then she takes off the fake eyebrows, because them eyebrows was on point. I don't know what they say these days. The eyebrows was on fleek. The eyebrows was just on point. Well, she takes them bad boys off along with the fake hair. She just got a couple of strings of hair, just not really assembled in any kind of orderly fashion. It's just there. But she took the fake eyebrows off. She goes ahead and takes a few teeth. Ain't real. Just a few. It's not like she just all gum. A few of them teeth ain't real. I don't know how, but the trunk just opened up, and it scared the hell out of me. Just out of nowhere, the trunk opened up. Hold on, let me close this. Let me close this trunk, because like literally my heart is about to jump out my chest right now. Scared the shit out of me. Let's not do that no more. So, some of the teeth ain't real. So she takes out some of the fake teeth. And of course, you know, the makeup is all washed off. The makeup is all washed off. trunk opening up, radio coming on, all kinds of stuff going on. The devil don't want you to hear this true story. So all this stuff come off. Now, he wakes up, don't know who the hell he's sleeping next to. Poor guy is older. And just like that trunk opening up scared me, him waking up next to this strange woman scared him twice as bad, 100 times as bad. And he old. So he darn near had an ambulance called to his house. And how do I know this? Well, while I was over their house, she was laughing about it. She told the whole story. She was laughing about it, about how she tricked him, how she fooled him. She said, I got you good. And she's laughing, but he's not. He's not laughing. He's just sitting there like, yeah, you got me. You sure got me. That is exactly what it's like being a Jehovah's Witness. You start off with the love bombing. Basically, you start off with people being fake. Very fake. Now, you think it's real. It's appealing to you because you got people coming up to you, talking to you, and you think it's real. It's fake. All that stuff is going to stop after you get baptized. Not only that, but the teachings are fake. The teachings. 1 minute you done shaved your beard. The next minute, well, that teaching wasn't real. You can have beards now. The next one minute they're disfellowshipping people for decades on end. The next minute they're changing the disfellowshipping rule. Like you just different layers of that religion that you thought was real is removed slowly before you. 1 minute, the generation of 1914 will not pass away before the end of the system. The next minute, they change it to overlapping generations. Nobody to this day knows what the hell overlapping generations is, including most Jehovah's Witnesses. But they changed it. 1 minute, they don't want anything to do with the world, government, all kinds of things. The next minute, you read about how they were a part of the United Nations. I'm talking all the stuff you believed was true about this religion is false. All this stuff, you have it all being peeled from what you thought was this beautiful religion. It had its flaws. It had its flaws, but you thought it was this beautiful religion, and slowly right before you, you're finding out all that stuff is fake. You ain't got nobody visiting you. You ain't got nobody calling you all the time now that you're baptized. All that love bombing stuff was fake. Half the teachings that may have appealed to you were false. It's just something that they can just remove. They just remove teachings whenever they want. Just like that woman removing her teeth. Whenever she want to, she can remove them bad boys. She can pull them out. She can take the teeth out, the top and the bottom. She just pluck them out the gum. They snap right back in the gum. Anytime she want to. That's exactly what Watchtower does. It's exactly what it's like being a Jehovah's Witness. You're getting baptized. You have one organization. Just like me, when I'm getting baptized, you have a specific organization. Bethel is a lifetime achievement. You are now a part of a family, a Bethel family, when I'm getting baptized. Later it all changes. Bethel is just this place where you're just a volunteer. They sell buildings, and then they just start getting rid of Bethelites whenever the heck they want to. Like, just totally changing. Totally changing. And just like the woman that I was telling you about, she had already had certain flaws, but you were appealed by the beauty. Well, now you done woke up next to a woman that's ugly and she got a bad attitude. Like that's 100% Jehovah's Witnesses. You get baptized, you got an organization that is dedicated to the door-to-door work. You are going out and you are knocking on them doors, and you're doing it for 90 hours if you're a pioneer. Some pioneers back then would go over 90 because they didn't want to be close. They didn't want to be close at the end of the year, so they would go over 90. On top of the fact that sometimes they would get their 90 hours and then they would stay out to help other people. So you had people getting well over 90. That's the religion when you get baptized. Then it completely changes, and now freaking a pioneer gets like 15 hours or something stupid like that. Like, I don't even know, 20 hours? What is it? Something stupid. It wasn't even auxiliary pioneering. This religion wears makeup and just takes the stuff off whenever it wants to. And now the member is left sitting there. Just like the man who he done invested now. He's invested. He done dated this woman. He done bought all kind of rings. You know, they're married now. Now he's invested. And she's taking all this stuff off. He don't find it funny. She finds it funny. But he decides he's going to stay put. He's going to stay put because, hey, he's invested. That is absolutely not what he agreed to. When they were doing the vows, she had hair. When they was doing the vows, she had eyebrows. When they was doing the vows, she had all them teeth. When they was doing the vows, she had all kind of makeup. Now that's what he agreed to. When all that shit came off, that ain't what he agreed to, but that's what he ended up with, and he was invested. And I think that's the case for most Jehovah's Witnesses. Most Jehovah's Witnesses, what they agreed to is not, what they agreed to when they got baptized is not what they have now. What they have now has completely changed. It's a different religion. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't necessarily split. They just completely changed into a different religion. Some religions split, and what happens is the one religion stays the same, and then the other that changes breaks away from the one that stayed the way it was originally. Well, with Jehovah's Witnesses, the whole damn religion split away from what it was originally. There isn't nothing there that's original. Everything has been altered. So when you were baptized, you agreed to be a part of a specific religion. You wake up one day and the whole damn religion done changed. But people are invested now. They done spent 50 years in this. They done spent all kinds of money on hotels, traveling to assemblies, district assemblies. They done send their kids to Bethel. They have acquired over time titles such as elder and ministerial servant, Bethel elder even. Over time, they have invested so much in the religion, and while none of them none of them can say this is the same religion that it was originally when they thought it was the truth. When they said Jesus came down from heaven and he was invisible, and he said that Jehovah's Witnesses was the truth, as he looked at all the religions, Jehovah's Witnesses is the truth. Well, it ain't that same religion no more. So even if they believe that, they got to believe the religion has apostatized from what it once was. Because they all standing next to carts looking like complete disheveled idiots now. And you know, the thing about it is, after the woman told the story about how she fooled the guy with all the fake stuff, and she thinks it's funny and she's open about it. Well, he was open about the fact that he goes to sleep earlier than she does. So all that stuff is still on when he goes to sleep. And then he just made a slight change in his schedule so that he leaves early enough so that it's still dark in the room. When he leaves, he sets his clothes in the bathroom. So before he goes to sleep, he puts his clothes that he's going to wear the next day in the bathroom, folded up, so that way when he wakes up, he ain't even got to turn the light on. Keep it dark. Keep it dark. Leave the light off. Go in, walk past this woman that you cannot see because it's dark, so you don't see that all the stuff done got took off. Then you go into the bathroom, and then once you're in the bathroom and you're away from her, then you turn the light on, put on your clothes, leave, go find something to do, and then go to work. And then by the time you get back from work, she done put it all back on. So that's how he learned to cope. He found a coping mechanism. Jehovah's Witnesses, what they do to learn how to cope is to make up shit that makes no sense whatsoever. They'll say, well, we have to keep up with Jehovah's chariot. What the hell does running behind a goddamn chariot have to do with a religion that was one way when you got baptized and has completely changed every damn thing after they done already got you invested? Nothing. They just make up shit that has nothing to do with anything. They talk about lights and how bright they are. The light got brighter. No, the religion has just gotten uglier and uglier as time has gone by. It's already had negative aspects to it. You know, like it was already over the top strict about men not being able to wear beards, about stupid stuff that's not even in the Bible, about married couples not being able to have any kind of sex but missionary sex. If a married couple had doggy style sex, well, that was considered a homosexual act and you could get disfellowshipped. Read Crisis of Conscience. This information is in there. You could get disfellowshipped for having doggy style with someone you're married to. You could get disfellowshipped. For having oral sex, you could get disfellowship because oral sex with a woman was considered a homosexual act by Jehovah's Witnesses. The religion already had really negative aspects to it that you overlook because you like some of the teachings and some certain aspects of the religion. But now they've removed all those. They've taken them all away. Now you just got Tweedledee and Tweedledum on a live stream, on a broadcast, and they get up there and they talk about how it's okay to clean glasses now and how they just continue to just take off, remove teachings that you had when you were baptized. I do not believe that anybody right now, unless they just got baptized, I don't believe anybody right now can be held to their baptism. Because what you agreed to no longer exists. That religion that you was there when you got baptized no longer exists. It sure enough don't exist from back when I got baptized. So that null and voids everything. The whole concept that you can apostatize from a religion that don't damn exist. How the hell can I apostatize from a religion that I got baptized in and then the religion disappeared? It's no longer in existence. They kept the same name. They kept the same name, but the religion is not the same religion. I didn't get baptized in this. Y'all changed everything. So I don't think a person can be held to an agreement that was broken by the religion. This concept of apostasy, how the hell can you apostatize from a religion that don't exist? It don't exist no more. It's changed to something completely different. It's completely changed from what it once was. It's just like people who, when they get married and then they find out that the woman that they married is really a man. Well, the courts, from what I'm hearing, I'm sure courts are different in different states, but from what I'm hearing, this has actually happened, where a guy marries somebody and it's not really a woman. Or heck, I don't know, a woman might marry somebody and it's not really a man, and the marriage is null and void after that. It's null and void. Like it's not looked at as a valid marriage because one party grossly misrepresented what they were. And that's the case with Jehovah's Witnesses. So your relatives, they make up little silly statements about light got brighter, and they make up silly statements about keeping up with Jehovah's chariot, and they just say stuff to try to make themselves feel better, but they know damn well this religion has changed to the point where it's no longer recognizable anymore. Not only can the religion not hold you to the baptism that you had, I don't think your relatives can hold you to the baptism that you had, talking about they can't talk to you because you're no longer a member of Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, the Jehovah's Witnesses that you joined no longer exist. They took it upon themselves to just completely misrepresent what they were, and now they're something completely different. That's why the whole shunning, all of that, is not scriptural. It's not Bible based. The concept of shunning someone because you completely changed the religion and they don't agree with what you did, or you've been everything you've come up with has been false, and you lied to them saying that you had the truth. You know what I mean? It's something else. Comment down below, let me know what you think, but I don't think people should be held to their baptism. It doesn't exist. The religion you got baptized in does not exist. Just like Church of God. Any church could use the term Church of God. You got a lot of Church of Gods and they're different. You get baptized into one don't mean you belong to all of them. Jehovah's Witness is a name. You get baptized in one specific organization, that organization completely apostatizes and goes off into a different direction. You're not A, obligated to remain a part of it, and B, You're not the damn apostate when the religion has apostatized from what it originally was. X Wall Kill Bethelite signing out.